Oh, hi guys, how are you? Are you having a beautiful day? As can you tell, it's a beautiful day. Look at that lovely blue sky. How's you guys' weather up there? Or wherever you're at, because we're down in Florida, so everything else is up, right? That's what Miss Kathy wants to say and think. So, anyway, had a beautiful day. We're going to go in home and have some haystacks. Love haystacks. So, or probably today just a nice little salad, because we were out today and running errands and working and doing stuff, and I'm folding my scarf that was given to me today. So my husband and I worked out with our crop walk today, and thank you everybody that brought food. Woohoo! What a blessing that was. It'll be helping our food pantry. What a blessing. And just God provided us a beautiful day for it. Do you ever take a little thing for granted? Something you're like, well, oh, that's just a day-to-day thing. And then something comes missing. And you're like, but I can't do anything without that. I need that. And you get flustered and you're like, I can't find it. I need it. I gotta have it. I need it. And are all like, where did it go? A lot of us sometimes will have something like, like my sunglasses. I'll sit them, take them off, and then I'll sit them down, put them back, because every place has a spot, right? So they say. But it just got up and walked away. But I just want to tell you a story. My brother, my little baby brother, wanted a puppy. And he'd been wanting a puppy forever. And my mother was like, nope, we're not having dogs. Nope, we're not having a dog. One day, a dog showed up. And I always, I like my baby dolls. And I got a baby doll for Christmas. And my brother said, oh, we need to feed this dog. And he called her Lucky. I don't honestly think if it was a girl or boy, but anyway, called the dog Lucky. And my mom said, fine, but he's not coming in, or the dog's not coming in the house. So we chained him up, by a tree and stuff like that. He took him water and stuff like that. Well, I could only assume, I can't accuse, but I could only assume that my brother thought that Lucky needed a pail, and my Christmas dolly went out to Lucky. And I didn't know about it for a long time. I was like, where's I called the dolly Kimmy. I always wanted to name my dolly Kimmy. And I thought if I ever have a baby girl, I was going to name her Kimmy, but I got a boy, so secret squirrel it is. And I love my secret squirrel, and I wouldn't trade him for nothing. Well, I'm like, where's Kimmy? And we're like, I don't know. I mean, we tore the house apart. Looking for this, looking for that, doing this, and moving underneath here, over here. Couldn't find Kimmy. Well, come spring, the Michigan weather, you get snow and sleet and all that stuff for the wintertime after Christmas and stuff. Come springtime, the grass was thawing and it was getting a little muddy, and I came home from school one day and Lucky was going, and I'm like, what in the world? So I waddled over there because, and I got over there, and Kimmy was stuck somehow. Kimmy was stuck under his doghouse. I'll say Lucky was a boy. I think it was a girl. I don't remember. But anyway, Lucky was just, and I'm like, you got my dolly. And you can't have my dolly. And Lucky's like, no, it's mine. Because obviously he had Kimmy for 6 months. And I bent down and I leaned on the doghouse, was able to pick up the doghouse a little bit, pick up Kimmy, which was a miracle in itself that I was able to balance that long enough to do that. Picked up Kimmy and her face was all scrunched in, and I'm like, my Dolly. Ah. And Lucky grabbed Kimmy by the leg and went, wham. And I'm like, oh, I didn't want her ruined, but she was already, Kimmy was, no, she belonged to Lucky. And he took her, and you would have thought I gave him $1 million because he got his Kimmy back. And he took her off with her and put her in the, because he could only go so far on the chain, and put her in the doghouse. And for the rest of the day, I didn't see him, and I was like, okay. But I learned something. And one of the things, the reason I want to tell you this story is because sometimes, we think we can't live without something, but God says, no, it's got another purpose. Lucky loved that doll more than I did, I honestly think. And Kimmy, that dolly was the last doll I ever got. Because then I was like turning 11, 12, and, well, I still had, Kimmy still served her purpose. And that's where when you get things, like I got this today, and I got, this and stuff today, because I'm the new chairman for the crop walk. I can't talk today. Crop walk, and stuff. So Miss Kathy's going to help out with that. And be doing that. And I've got plans for next year already, and going to start working on it. And it'll be a blessing, because all the food that was brought today will help our local food pantry. And we'll be able to turn around and feed other people. So it's such a blessing. But just remember, when you have things and you're like, this is more important. Who's more important than this? Or this? Or my sunglasses? Or even money? It's Jesus. Jesus wants us to serve him with our whole heart and our whole mind and all of our beings. So remember, when you're struggling and you can't find your keys, you can't find your water bottle, you can't find this or that, even a pair of socks. Something is a little trivial. You just stop and you say, Heavenly Father, Lord Jesus, I'm missing my keys and I got to go to a doctor's appointment. I got to go to school. I got to go pick up Timmy and Junie, whomever. I got to go do a run. Please help me find my keys. He will help you find them. I didn't realize when I was praying for 6 months for my Kimmy doll that Lucky had her the whole time, because at that time, me and doggies did not get along. I was like, Lucky could take anything and everything of mine if he wanted to and put it in his doghouse, because I wasn't going anywhere near that doggy house. But God knew that Lucky needed some comfort. And I think Kimmy got buried when Lucky passed away. I think Kimmy got buried with Lucky. That was many moons ago. Many, many moons ago. And to give you a high note, I will end with this. My mother saw how much my little baby brother loved that dog. And all of us kids enjoyed it. Because even after Lucky passed, we got Fritz. Fritz was a stray. He would come and just hang out with Lucky, and he would disappear. And then when Lucky passed away, Fritz just up and went away. It's like animals know these things. And so my mom had said, thought, boy, if I'd really loved that dog, maybe we need to do something. And here again, come Christmas, my mom had told us older kids, do not say anything to Fudd, do not tell him, do not spoil it for him. But we got him a puppy. So every gift that my brother got that year was a dog bowl, a water dish, a leash, a lead, toys for this puppy. A dog bed, everything, because she figured that he was old enough, because he was 7.5-ish, maybe 8, going on 8, that, or so. But so my mom put we got ready for Christmas, and that was the year I got a stereo. Pa-pum! I loved it, and it had an 8-track player in it. Yeah, that's how I can correlate the puppy with my brother. I got the stereo the same time that my brother got the puppy, and so my mom's telling us, and she's showing us this picture of this golden puppy. And we're like, oh, we're so excited. To keep the secret, she said to her coworker, and I think it was her Jerry, her boyfriend, said, Jerry, keep this puppy for me until Christmas Eve, and then I'll come get him, come get the puppy. Well, Mr. Jerry got so attached to the puppy, and so did his kids, Elizabeth and Mark, got so attached to the puppy that they were like, he's like, I don't know. And she goes, what am I going to do? You have to give me the puppy. So Christmas Day, more early Christmas Eve morning, she's calling this breeder, the lady that had the puppies, where she found, I don't even remember what they called him. Cephas or something. I don't know. I don't know what what they called the golden puppy. We'll just call him Goldie. And it was a boy, golden pup. They said, well, ma'am, she said, I'll tell you what. She said, we have one puppy left. Nobody wants this little black puppy. And, you can have it for a third of the price or whatever, since you've already bought Goldie puppy. So her and Jerry ran over there Christmas Eve day to get this puppy. Of course, we're all, off doing something, and none of us, we didn't know what we were getting. We knew, we older kids knew that he was getting a puppy, but we didn't know what kind. And here sat this puppy under the tree, never made a peep all night long. None of us knew. My mom said, Fudd, you're the youngest. You get to go first, and you get to, Sorry, Mr. Kit's coming in while I'm telling this story. Pause. Eat. But I'm not redoing the story, so he can hear this story, okay? I'll start just a little. I'm going to back up just a little bit. Say hi, Mr. Kit.
Oh, hello. How's everybody?
So here is, it's Christmas morning, and we're all excited, but my mom says, okay, I honestly, guys, I don't know how that puppy did not make a peep under this box. They said, Fudd, you're the youngest. You get to open your first gift, and you must open this gift. And we're all just like, oh, yeah. And sure enough, just right at the moment, here's this little black puppy. She jumped out, and he's like, ah, puppy! My puppy! And we were all excited. We're all like, yay! And so he was playing with her, and she was just doing this, and we turned the box over so she could stay in the box, and you know how puppies are. All day, through the wrap, and Mom's like, okay, Kathy, you open this present, kid number 2, you open this present, and she just went on, and we opened all these presents, and I got to my stereo. I was like, wow, I got a radio! So we were all eventually off in our own little favorite toy thing and stuff, and it was a blessed Christmas. And you know what our Christmas tree was? A rubber tree. Not a fake, no, it's a plant. It's a rubber tree. Again, if I could figure out how to put one in here, but it's called a rubber tree plant. And because Mom didn't want, she'd read that pine trees and stuff, real trees and stuff like that are bad for puppies. So we just decorated, she was trying to keep secrets and stuff, Why are we decorating the rubber tree that she had the big bay window? One, she didn't have to move it, and she knew all she had to do was take the decorations off. And we couldn't put the what do you call ornaments. Mm-hmm. So it was just Christmas tinsel and garland all over this Rubbermaid tree. But it was so well worth it when we got that puppy, and he named her Shadow, and she literally was his shadow for the rest of his life. She followed him everywhere. I could tell you story after story after story. She literally had puppies on his bed. That's for another story. But anyway, I gave up, my brother had to give up one puppy, and I gave up my Dolly Kimmy for Lucky's sake. sometimes when you struggle, not to get on a serious point, but when you struggle and you're like, I need to do this or I need to do that. If it's something, even if it's valuable to you, give it to the Lord and say, Lord, I lost X, X, and Y. If it's your will, please help me find it and return it to me. Please bring it back to me, Lord. But if not, may it be a blessing to someone else. It could be as simple as a pair of socks, a fork, But if they do something wrong, if they steal something from you, getting upset and getting angry and hanging on to that anger for them, it ain't going to hurt them one bit. It's going to only eat at you. Do not let somebody put something on you that's going to eat at you. Always give it to the Lord. And remember, whatever He takes away, it's going to come back so much better because He's got a better blessing for us. I know that. I could tell story after story on that too. But anyway, I wasn't sure what to say, but the Lord wanted me to tell you that story. So my husband and I are done with Crop Walk. We're going to go home and have salad for dinner and chill out. I'm not going to ask him to go for another walk and enjoy this beautiful sunshine or even go work in the garden. Maybe tomorrow I'll have him work in the garden. Right, baby?
Maybe.
Maybe. Let's see if we can catch up, because we're getting up there, we need to relax because he walked the lake twice today. Once to go put the signs out, and then the second time to go bring the signs in. Whoo-wee! Thank you, honey, very much. I greatly appreciate it. I couldn't have done it without you.
You're very welcome.
So remember, no matter what comes your way, Jesus has something better for you. Jeremiah 29:11. All right, God bless. Bye-bye.